Hello there and welcome back. So today I would like to go through my favorite purchases of 2021. Not everything that we will talk about came out on 2021. Something is just things that I acquired. And rather than do the best of whatever came out, I prefer to just show what in this last year really mattered to me and make my production be better, except few items that I purchased or I acquired recently that really are made me excited. So before going on, let me remind you a few ways you can support me. One, subscribing to the page. Two, you can become a Patreon. Or three, you can buy from the affiliate link down below, and you can help support the page. Okay, where to start? First, let's just talk about 2021 as a year. It was a very weird year for a lot of us. Honestly, the fact that most of it was still confined home really pushed me in my endeavor of making music and content, because at this point I don't do only music, but most of my time is spent doing content for you guys. It's in March I decided to go freelance, whatever you want to call it. I resigned from my full-time job and I take the leap of faith. I would lie if I would say that now I'm making million out of music. No, but I'm happy and I'm doing something I care about and things are moving, and so I'm really grateful for all of your support. I'm grateful for all of the support of the brands and company that decided to trust me and send me their items to demo and review. Really, that is one of the most beautiful things that happened to me lately, and I appreciate, and most of the things that I do, it's thanks to the support of these brands. And yeah, keep them coming, because I love to review things. That said, so I'm really proud of what I did, and I'm still battling every day about my decision. So someday I'm super, confident of making music and making content. Some other days I like, this is gonna be hard, but it's fun, and that's what matters. That said, 2021 allows me to really focus on my craft. I didn't have a lot of things to do rather than being home, right? So in a way, it was a good year for my works. I hope my plan for the next year would be to play more live. That is what I really want and what I really miss, coming from a band where I was used to tour. So I hope 2022 will bring more live shows. But let's talk about gear, because we are here, right? For that, I have a list, but I put everything around here. So let's start from one of the most recent purchases, but really something that I enjoy and love. And it's my favorite semi-modular synth, and it's the Make Noise Strega. So Strega, besides that, of everything that I will show you, there's some video around that I did in YouTube, on Instagram, so you can check that. And here I want to just say what is my favorite thing about it. Strega is a take on a synth that I never see before. It's just a synth with just one oscillator, but with a delay, kind of reverberous delay in it that make it sounds unique and fantastic. It's simple, it's made for experimentation and hands-on. So this is basically one of the most interesting synth I ever played in the last few years. Made by Make Noise and Alessandro Cortini, that is one of my favorite artists, so of course, love it. So this win my favorite semi-modular. Now, about synth. I have many synths, and there's not the one synth that came out in 2021 that is my favorite, but there's one that I acquired in 2021 that became my second skin, and that is the Vermona Performer Mark II. To me, it's the best synth I've ever had. It's simple, it has just the classic control, but has 4 strips of independent synth that allows me to use it as an orchestra somehow, as a band. I never get tired about it. Every time that I play with it, I discover new way, new sound. So this is absolutely the best synth that I've ever had. I just got a Deckard Dream. Maybe I still need to get into it and see, yeah, because I like it too. The Peak would have been another that I really enjoy, but that is my favorite. Of course, I made the modular. It's hard to think the modular as a synth, but it can be a synth, but I keep it that separate for other things. All right, let's move to my favorite effects. Even this one has been a tough choice because I have few of them that I use, but all that I own since few years. So I just acquired this one. It took a long time to decide. I did a video recently. Strymon Night Sky. It's the first few days I was not sure if it would fit my workflow, but now I know that it will. It's really interesting. It's a new take on reverb, and it's amazing for ambient kind of sound. So with just this and one synth, you can really do magic. So here we are. Doing pretty fast, right? Okay, next one. We're talking about favorite module. Now, let's take my system here. I had the chance to perform with this guy really recently. First time that I play with a modular synth, it was, I would lie if I say it was easy. It's a lot of more anxiety because there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong. You can touch one knob and screw everything. So let's say I really want to dig deeper and be more comfortable and play with it, but it will take a little more time. So there's few modules that I really like, and I would say let's pick 3 because, you know, there's that. So as an oscillator, I really enjoy the Odessa. The Odessa is a oscillator that's very weird. I don't even know what it really does, but the spectrum harmonic, whatever. And it has the cool things that has 5 voice polyphony. So it can be used in many ways. And I did the entire exhibition mostly using only that. So as oscillator, right now, this is my favorite. As an effect, is a tie. It's hard for me to say, but really I love the data bender here. Qubit, it's a super fun module to use. It had so much interesting layers to your sound, and I'm massively using it lately. So right now, that is my favorite effect. Honorable mention, the Verso here. I have 2 from Noise Engineering. And I would like, no, today is the I would like thing. Honorable mention 2, the Mimephone, Makinos Mimephone. That's another great one. The other tool that I use a lot is Make Noise Morphaging here. So this would be the best sampler, granular sampler, I don't know. Here it is. So those have been my favorite module that I use a lot. Still have to learn. All right, back there. Let's move now to my favorite headphones. That's something that it's very important. And well, let's talk about that. I collaborated with them, Audis. I used to have LCD2, and they were my favorite headphones, and then I had a collaboration and they sent me this, the LCD5, and those are amazing headphones. It's like really make me mixing on headphone way more comfortable. They're lighter, they're beautiful, they sound amazing. And beside that, my room is not treated, so I have to rely heavily on headphones. So this has been a godsend for me, and thanks Audis for trusting me and sending those. All right, there's something that I will have to show you, but what about my monitor? Let's go back in the end so I can turn the camera and show. So let's keep the secret. So what about my favorite sequencers? Two. We have two Atai here. And this, I got it in the last month. The Oxy, that is a more classic kind of, but not even. It's a classic step sequencer with a lot of stuff going on. It can do basically everything. It's just come out on the market. I'm not helping, but I'm working with them, doing some, content and stuff. They send it to me. I really like it. It's battery operated. It's great with the modular, and also great with the computer. If you use Ableton, this is the way to have some tactile control. It works with everything. So if you like stuff like the Deluge that has that kind of, or the Push, this can work wonder. Plus has way more things, a lot of stuff. And the other sequencer that I couldn't not mention is the Torso, the T1. I'm having tons of fun with this because it's an Euclidean that mostly puts stuff for you, and you have to just follow and have a dialogue, and you build loops and music, and it's a different way of sequencing that I never experienced, and this really bring me in different territories. So having these two, it's actually amazing. It's like they cover all my needing as a sequencers, and yeah, I cannot recommend too much. I have to mention what is my favorite controller of this year, and is this little guy here, the Chic N32. This is a simple but effective MIDI controller. It's one of the few that has MIDI and USB, and I'm using it with my Octatrack to map all the things. I used to have a bigger controller, too much for me. This is perfect size, it's light, it looks good, and I think it comes in a built by yourself kit, or you just buy it like this, and it's pretty cheap. So I really recommend this. Sleek and powerful. All right, almost done, I guess. Let's talk about maybe my favorite purchases ever of this year. It's something that and I guess you're seeing it here, it's lying there. I bought two of them. It's the machine drum. I really am, probably this is the things that made me more excited and more have more fun in the last part of this year. I used to have the non-UV UW version, now I got these. I'm discovering this machine every day. It has stuff that are still mind-blowing, being a machine that is 15 years old. That, Synth are like dog ears, so 7 years per human ears. So it's 100, something like that. Of course, it's similar to the Octatrack that I have here. There's something that tie them together. The Octatrack has always been my main brain, but since I got this, I'm thinking new way to do music, and I'm having fun. That's what it matters. I think I cover everything that I wanted to cover, except one more thing. Let me show you. And this is the last thing that I wanted to mention. It's my favorite speaker, the Adam S2v that I bought this year. Actually, they sent it to me, so thanks, Adam. This really made a difference in my room, because the previous one were too big. Still Adam, still amazing, but this one really are better for what I need. Okay, let me place back this thing, and let's do some conclusion. Want to? Okay, so to conclude this video, I wanted to just acknowledge my gratitude towards all these brands that make amazing tools, all the brands that send it to me, and a gratitude towards you. This channel really grew up fast, and I'm super stoked about that, and make me want to keep pushing and keep making more content and music. So I guess this is probably one of the last video of the year. I'll see you next time, I guess. I don't know if it's gonna be already a new year, whatever. Anyway, thanks for being here, thanks for supporting, and have a great holiday season. Ciao.